Hello and good evening. Welcome to Youth in Focus, at least virtually. We're so excited to welcome you into our space tonight. My name is Samantha Kelly, and I am the very proud Executive Director of Youth in Focus. We are thrilled to be able to have opened our classrooms back up in person. Myself, our staff, and the students are here in the office tonight in the studio space. And we have spent the last 4 weeks in a darkroom crash course, dusting off the darkroom, developing film, developing prints, and I can't wait to share the really wonderful images that our students have created with our instructor, Isabel, over the last 4 weeks. Before we get started, I just want to say a super special thank you on behalf of the whole staff at Youth in Focus, our board of trustees, and also I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors who make our programming possible. We are so thrilled at Youth in Focus to be able to offer our programs free of charge or on a sliding scale so that there are no barriers to entry, at least not financially, to participate in our programs. And special thanks to Sandy Novak, the P. Wayne and J.B. Good Foundation, the Medina Foundation, Arts Fund, and the Office of Arts and Culture. They make our work possible, and I can't wait for you to see what they're making possible. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our teaching artist, Isabel Dietz-Hartman, who has been working with the students over the last month. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. I'm Isabel. I've been working here as a teaching artist at Youth in Focus for about 6 years. And this was the first class I've taught in person since the pandemic began. And I'm really excited was really excited to be back in the darkroom with everyone. This class mainly focused on printing. We did learn how to load and shoot our own on SLR cameras, how to process film, and also how to make beautiful darkroom prints. So really excited to have everybody share their work. I'm going to go ahead and get started with our first artist, whose name is Cole. So Cole, if you want to come on in.
All right. My name is Cole Durnworth. I go to West Seattle High School, and I'm in 12th grade. I decided to do Youth in Focus because I really love photography. I've been doing it for around probably 6th grade, so about 6 years. And I thought it would just really fun to do some like film photography and learn more about that. So the first photo here is the my self-portrait. So it was like during sunset, and I saw like the lighting on the car, and so I thought it would be a really cool picture to like take a photo of like my reflection. And I thought just all the lines and behind me and like how like my shadow like reveals the inside of the car was like kind of cool, and it reminded me of like Vivian Meyer, who I love. So yeah, that's the first one. Okay, and so this is my second photo. So I was down at Alki when I took this, just on a walk, and I saw this huge pile of just rotting lumber, and I thought it was kind of fitting with the aesthetic that I was going for. I was kind of inspired by Eugene Smith, who does like a lot of really dark, gritty photos. And so since I was shooting on expired film, I was hoping that it would be like really grainy, and so yeah, luckily it was. And so yeah, I really like the peeling of the paint on the house, and just like the layers and depth that it has. And yeah, I really like I'm happy with how that came out. So yeah, hopefully what I've learned from like film photography will translate over to what I do digitally. So yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that's kind of it. Thank you.
Cole, thanks so much for sharing. We've got a couple of comments in the chat box. And for those of you in the audience, feel free to drop comments in the chat. We'll be reading them off so the students can see what you have to say about their work. Some of the comments that are coming in are that we really like the contrast between light and shadow in your self-portrait. Great leading lines and diagonals in this image by the water. A lot of, I love it. Awesome. So good. Love the perspective. And then a question, do you shoot with expired film often?
I not really. I mean, this is like the first time I've ever shot film before, and so yeah, I was really excited to use some expired film. Yeah, because I really like the results that I've seen online, and so yeah, I was really excited to use it.
Great. Well, I love that you got to experiment with film for the first time and that you tried this experimental expired film technique. Really nice images. Thanks so much, Cole.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cole. Those are awesome. I'm going to introduce our next artist, who is Jayden. So Jayden, if you want to come into the room.
All right. My name is Jayden. I'm a junior. I go to Big Picture High School. First picture is my self-portrait. It's me downtown, by some cars and buildings. I'm in the road. I'm wearing some clothes that I made. I'm like mad in fashion, so I make like everything I wear. So, and photography is a way to show off my clothes. Next. That's my friend sitting down. He's also wearing some clothes that I made. Yeah, I just thought he looked cool in the moment. I really like candid photos. So, and then like themes and subjects I used were like teenage realism and it's like grunge. So, thank you.
Jayden, thanks so much for sharing. We've got a couple of comments. Folks are in love with your clothes. They love your jacket. They want to know, did you design these clothes?
Yeah, I designed these clothes.
And did you design what you're wearing tonight too?
Yeah, I make like everything. So.
That's awesome. Super cool aesthetic people are sharing. Super cool. Also some comments on your photos, really like the simplicity and symmetry in the self-portrait, and also the contrast between the dark foreground, you in that car, and then the light sky is really nice. Also same with this image of the skateboarder, really nice contrast between darks and lights, and really like this subject, how you've zoomed in on the subject. There's a lot of good emotion coming out of here. Great. Anything else you want to share?
No.
Awesome. People say very contemporary, cool aesthetic, and that's so cool. Thanks so much, Jayden.
Thank you, Jayden. We love your clothes and your photography. Awesome work. I'm going to introduce the next artist, who is Tallulah. So Tallulah, if you would like to come in.
Hi, I'm Tallulah. I go to Tops K and I'm in 7th grade. I'd never done like darkroom film photography before, so this was a really cool experience. This was my self-portrait that I took, and I was inspired by a photo in Youth in Focus of a person in a wedding dress by a wall. And I got this wedding dress and went to a gas station and took some photos. And I liked it because of the high contrast. And like the dress and stuff was really cool. That's why I liked it. I chose this for my final image because it was like an illusion and kind of makes your like brain think about it and want to look at it. And it reminded me of like in movies when they do a shot of a spiral staircase, and it looked really cool. That was it. Thank you.
Tallulah, thanks so much for sharing these images. Getting lots of good feedback in the chat. Folks love the setting of your self-portrait. Super cool use of contrast between light and dark, and also a great use of vertical lines and patterns in that self-portrait. And then people say, so cool. Great use of lines and patterns, especially in this stairwell image. And people really like the spacing in both of your photos.
Thank you.
So
Bye.
yeah, really great job. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you, Tallulah. Those are awesome. I'm going to introduce our last artist tonight, who is Wyatt. So Wyatt, if you want to come on in.
Hello, my name is Wyatt. I'm 14. I go to Mercer Middle School. Here. I brought joy and also old skills to improve to Youth in Focus this crash course. One of the techniques we used was what's it called, the line thing, the grid, rule of thirds. I chose this photo because sometimes I mirror my friends, and it kind of shows that, and then also the train, because life is always moving. So yep. Thank you. I like this photo because it gave off a cool vibe to the world. I put it upside down because life's upside down right now with COVID and everything. I hope to take my new skills, new and improved skills, out of class and try to use them as much as possible in the outside world. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much for sharing, Wyatt. We've got some comments coming in. People can see those rule of thirds playing out here. People like the idea behind your photos. People love the final image, and great use of double exposure in that self-portrait as well.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for sharing. Oh, and then we have a question before you jump up. Where was that final image taken? This one of the upside down sign?
Over in Beacon Hill, where I think it was on Beacon Ave. It's by like a few gas stations. It's right over there. So.
Great, thanks.
Yep. See ya.
Thank you, Wyatt. I'm going to speak for Lemanuel, who unfortunately was not able to be with us tonight, but I'm going to read what he wrote about his final image. So his introduction is, hi, I'm Lemanuel Man Donaldson, and he is a young street photographer. And he took this class because he wanted to grow his skills and learn new tips to help him in the future. A theme he used during class was balance, and that he thought his pictures were very interesting without too much going on in them. This is his final image, and he wrote that this picture shows the unique culture of lowriding. This picture shows a young man and his best friend. He liked this picture because it shows the fashion and the iconic day that goes hand in hand with low riding. And his final words were his goals are to use what he learned and add it to his repertoire, and to just continue to learn and develop new techniques. And he's really excited to pursue photography further in the future and use his skills from Youth in Focus to do so. So thank you, Emmanuel. Well, sorry you're not here, but you were lovely to have in class. So this is his final image. And that is our last student for the night. Thank you everyone for being here. It means a lot to me and all the students and staff here. I'm going to hand it over to Tara before we sign off for the night. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Isabel. And I wanted to say thanks so much to everybody. The young folks did so awesome, and it just was like the best. The last 4 weeks have been awesome, having the youth in the space here and being able to see people go through their processes. We really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, and we really look forward to our next session. So make sure to tune in next time. Thanks so much, everyone. Take good care.
Bye.